Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, July 12, 2024, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a reverse aging health call tonight. It's a little after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Has some massive, unprecedented information that I'm going to share, just the tip of the iceberg, that is going to blow people away, period. That's all I need to say about that. There's been some situations when I push recording on this call, it goes automatic, starts recording. Somehow somebody has been turning it off without my knowledge. So if you see some, a couple, it's only been a couple meditations that, of course, were live, but somehow they turned it off and I wasn't aware of it, so I would check it and they'd turn it off, and you don't know when it's been turned off. So somehow, and that's why, a couple of the meditations haven't been recorded. So I'm working with that to circumvent that interruption, just so you know. When you have, a lot of you are going to have a lot of money. Okay. Now, is it everybody? Eventually, yes. It's not going to be like it was in old Earth, where you had just a small group of people way at the top that controlled everything, had everything, and the rest of the people settled for the crumbs. This is not the way it's going to be anymore. So, what is your relationship with money? A lot of people don't realize that we all have a relationship. It's a perspective, attitude, whatever you want to call it, towards it. Some people, because they've been programmed to believe that, money is the root of all evil, which is absolutely asinine. But it's what they've been taught. And it isn't. It is a flow of energy that is provided by the universe. Now, if you interrupt that flow for any, whether it's subconsciously, unconsciously, or even consciously, you're not going to have a lot, period. So you ask yourself, what is your relationship with money? Are you just barely on speaking terms? Distant acquaintances who never connect? Or are you best friends with money? This isn't addressed that much. It isn't, okay? And I felt that in this meditation, since we have coming this, I don't even call it Jubilee. I call it a massive light energy awakening. Massive. Unprecedented on this planet. So, doesn't it make sense that if any of us have an issue, now's the time to rectify it? So, because a lot of people get pissed, right? They get angry because they don't have a lot of money. They don't understand why. Many people who have unhealthy relationships with money are holding themselves back from manifesting the kind of lifestyle and freedom they desire and deserve. Every one of us. You've heard me say this umpteen times. Every one of us on this planet deserves the best of everything. Period. Now, if your relationship with money was like a relationship you had with someone, what kind of relationship would you like to have? How would you like to feel about the money that is in your life now and the money that is yet to come? Having a real healthy, wonderful relationship with money is going to be paramount with every one of us on this planet. It's coming. Okay? It's not a pipe dream. It's not made up. It's not a conspiracy. It's coming. So it's time, it is time, and you can feel this in your heart minds, that you should address it. Imagine for a few moments that you can see, feel, and experience money as if the money that's in your life now were a real, live human being. What would they look like, the human being, right? How old are they? How are you treating Mr. or Ms. Money? Are you needy or demanding in any way? Do you often feel that, like you say, I have to have more of you? Or, I never see enough of you? Or, do you have a fairly healthy relationship with Mr. or Ms. Money? Yet you don't really trust that they will always be abundant when you are in need of it. Either way, it is important to evaluate and understand what your current relationship is with money. One very important thing to understand is that money is pure, divine energy. No matter what you've been taught, what you've experienced in this life, it is pure divine energy. The divine God source is in every atom and molecule in this universe. So it is definitely found in those electrons in your bank account. When you realize that it is truly pure conscious energy, it will form into whatever you want it to be. So for now, let's imagine that you're best friends with your money. Best friends. What does this relationship feel like for you? See what it takes to receive your best friend's trust in you and your trust in them. Trust that this being is going to be there for you when you need them, and that they will do whatever they can to support you. When money is your best friend, and this is not, say, it's not about hoarding and collecting and stashing, okay? When money is your best friend, you know that you can relax deeply inside and know it will always be there for you. When you can truly let go and trust money, you'll see that it is always supporting you, no matter what occurs in your life. The interesting thing is that this element of trust shifts your vibration and allows even more money to pour into your hands or bank account. An interesting thing is, if you were on my TFCC call Wednesday night, you'll know that you're going to have your own account that no one can mess with. And you'll be the one doing transfers, not somebody in a bank wire room. It's going to be your direction, period. When you are best friends with someone, you truly respect, honor, and appreciate them for what and who they are. You do not try to change them, and you always focus on what you appreciate about them instead of what you dislike. See yourself now walking hand in hand with money. Money is at your side, supporting you, providing for you, so that you can experience the joys, growing opportunities of this life. Just like a best friend. Notice how good it feels to have money as a true friend. We weren't taught that way, were we? No, that's silly. That's crazy. Really? Not really. No, it isn't. Now, something that I do every night is that each night before you go to bed, you try it for the next week, or even now, do it tonight. Start tonight. Take about 5 to 10 minutes to open up your heart to feeling a healthy, abundant relationship with money. Okay? Practice knowing and having a special place in your heart for money that feels good, trusting, and supportive of you and your life's journey. The more trust you can grow in your relationship with money, the easier it becomes to manifest the material life we all deserve. Practice feeling that money is pure divine energy. It's not all that other stuff that we've been programmed to believe. See, that's been done on purpose, so that very few of us have a loving, wonderful relationship with money. Practice feeling that money is pure divine energy, and see how good it feels to imagine having an abundance of it in your life to share with others. Throughout each day, let's say this coming week, throughout each day of this week, if any fearful, limiting, doubtful, or negative thoughts about money arise, just say, no thank you. And refocus on what your trusting relationship with money is like. You can relax into knowing that the perfect amount of money will always be there for you no matter what happens all throughout your entire life. You know why that isn't? It isn't because we don't believe it. We don't feel it in the heart mind. You know where most of it is? Ego mind. All of us already have all the money we could ever imagine having, and then some. Unfortunately, we have not been programmed correctly. Remember your vibrational frequency. So if you start worrying about not having money, you're not going to have money. I guarantee you. It will happen. If you start worrying about not having money or running out of money, you will not have money and you will run out of money. 99.999% of the time. And this is why so many of us get in such a tizzy. And we let the ego mind take over, and the ego mind does what? Well, it's insecure, very insecure, and it's never satisfied. So ego mind's you're going to get these thoughts just bombarding you. And that's when you say, no thank you. Okay? It's like you have this stuff coming in, and a little bit of worry, and what am I going to do? It's just going to explode. It's going to blossom into more and more negativity and worry and stress and fear about not having, lack of. And what is it? What is it that we all truly seek in this life, on this planet, or maybe even in it? What is it that we're all truly seeking? Happiness. Right? Sure, security. Security we always have. We've always had security, we just don't know it because of how we've been programmed, how these bodies have been programmed. So it's happiness. So when you're happy, what is it that you feel? Well, when you're happy, you're not worrying, are you? You're in the moment, too, when you're happy. See, every time you're happy, you're in the now. Only the now. Only that moment. It all comes in. But it actually is coming out from deep within you. And the divine source that you are, that's where the happiness exists. It comes out of you. It doesn't come into you. Now, a lot of us believe that it comes out. See, it comes into us, not out from us. And is it possible for us to maintain an semblance of happiness pretty consistently throughout our lives? Absolutely. Yeah, maybe now and then we might step in a puddle, but it dries off, and we can clean it off. It dries off. But it's going to be very important for everyone to have a wonderful relationship with money because of what's coming. For everyone. It's just, doesn't it make sense? So if you've got some things, right, and remember you're gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. If you've got some things that you feel that you should tend to them. And I'm talking about within you. And look at this for what it is. Why do you worry about money? Like most of us do. Why are you fixated on the fact that you don't have enough? Where are you going to get it? How are you going to get it? All those things. Instead of just knowing it will always be there. And you're not taking it for granted. You're deeply grateful. And reinforcing that feeling, you could just say that you deeply and eternally love money. Your relationship with money is wonderful. You just love it. It's not a fixation. It's just how you feel. This isn't that you don't care to have the ego mind interrupt that and twist it. Your relationship with money is huge, very important. If the relationship isn't good, guess what? We all know that we're going to have issues. If the relationship is very healthy and keeps growing, you're going to have a lot of wonderful times. And the funny thing that this is going to be is to watch people, how they respond to it. Now, let's take yourself, for instance. You've addressed these things about money. You're not anticipating, and you have really no expectations, okay, about money. But you've addressed these things. You've made peace with this, and you've decided to up your relationship with money. And watch what happens. I kid you not. Things happen. Now, and a lot of people may not identify with the fact that where did that come from? You. And then they might say, oh, no, the ego mind might say, oh, no, it didn't come from me. Oh, yes, it did. You're that powerful. You increase your vibrational frequency. Your attitude towards money and of money has greatly improved through the heart mind. It isn't want, gimme, get. That's ego mind. It's through the heart mind, it's already here. Always has been. And when I increase my vibrational frequency genuinely through my heart mind, it's going to increase. Now, see, the difference here is really interesting. The ego mind increase and then the heart mind increase, big difference. See, the ego mind is saying, oh, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that. Heart mind is, it's already here. That's it. It's always been here. For all of us. Forever. But you understand that when we begin, none of us are exempt, see? But when we begin to have this understanding, this comprehension, we start to go, well, wait a minute here. It only makes sense that everything is a vibration. You might not be able to put your hand on a wall and feel the vibration, or on the ground, or on a rock, or a tree, but everything is a vibration. Vibratory energy. So that money has a vibration. You have a vibration. So your vibration, is it a good vibration? Or is it a interrupted vibration, lower vibration? You know, some people fear money. They fear having it. Okay? That's how they were raised and programmed and so on and so forth. Others love money. But see, there's a difference. There are those that love money incessantly, ego-mindedly wise. Okay? Always afraid of losing it. Always afraid of losing it. No matter how much they have. That's all ego-minded. Heart-minded is, it's always there. Always has been. Always will be. The only difference is how we vibrate with it. How do we vibrate with money? Now, a lot of us don't even address that. We go through these lifetime after lifetime, and we leave the body. But believe you me, the wonderfulness that's coming our way, be a good idea to choose. On your own, it's your choice. Either do or don't. But to vibrate with deep eternal love with money. Where does it come from? Source. Source creator. What are you part of? Source creator. Divine. The God. Right? You are the God. You are divine source. See, it's all one. It's not like you can separate yourself from it. Yeah, an illusion you can. But it's always there. Does it make any sense to anybody, right? And through heart mind, when you watch this stuff, and you see certain beings, right, that have massive and massive amounts of money. But see, what happens to many of them, unfortunately, because of the imbalance of vibration on the planet amongst the civilization, is that because people come out from everywhere trying to get that money forcibly, okay, because their relationship with money is not good at all. So they're like predators or parasites that will come out and try and take that money. And we all know that. You know, to whatever degree, we've all experienced similar things like that through our life. And so they become, what do you call it, paranoid almost. They're cynical and they don't, I'm going to talk to people. And that's unfortunate. Okay? But heart-mindedness and your vibrational energy that you give off, and that your love, your relationship with money, it's always there. That's a much different attitude. You have an attitude of gratitude, and your attitude of gratitude for money is absolute. It's shifting, say. It's no different than you hit a key on a piano and it's a low bass key, right? And then you go over to the left of the piano and it's a high key. You got the black keys and the ivory keys. It's no different for us. Is that to recognize massive abundance that we all are is off the charts. Not intermittently either. This is a forever thing. Do you honestly believe that this planet is ever going to go back to the third world, this third vibrational frequency, low vibration? No. They're done with it. We're done with it. So the new vibrational frequency that we are creating, okay, we're creating that. The collective consciousness. So it's going higher and higher and higher because we're choosing it to be that way. This isn't ego-minded. This is heart-minded. So as this happens, everything transforms. The state of a God-planet paradise is what we want. It's what all of us gods want in these bodies. This isn't ego-mind. This is our natural state of being. To be in a surrounding, in an area, in a physical material experience of a God-planet paradise. So a paradise, right, created by a collective consciousness, us, gods. It doesn't, and then your ego mind might say, well, then you're not going to learn, you're not going to be challenged, and you're going to get bored. No, it's quite the opposite. We've never ventured here as a species. None of us have. This is all new to us. So when we get there, when we go there, doesn't it make sense that we pretty much sorted out things with ourselves? Cleaned our closets, so to speak, organized. You know those things where you say, I'll do that tomorrow. And you just, it's like, then tomorrow comes and you go, I'll do that tomorrow. And it bugs you a little bit, and you look at it and go, I got to get that done. You know what I mean? We all do it. But this is a magna glorious process that's engaged, and we did it, and we're doing it as a collective consciousness. Okay? There's not something up in the sky doing it. We're doing it consciously. Some of us, others, unconsciously or subconsciously. And so we're going to experience a lot of things that we've never experienced before. Doesn't it make sense that in the quiet time of this meditation, to focus, when you focus on the breath, you relax into the body, okay? So you're literally leaning into your body, relaxing. Focus on your breathing, the breath rising and falling, listening to your breath, space between heartbeats, as still as a statue. Focus on your heart, right? And the warm feeling, the center of your chest. And you'll drop into the happiness and the peace and tranquility. And your focus is on that. And you will start to understand and feel that abundance for you has always been. It's just that when we've been programmed a different way, lifetime after lifetime, we miss that. We miss the target on it. We don't know. It doesn't make us bad or nasty or anything. We just don't know. And then we begin to discover because we choose to discover. Because we're all creators. So we're childlike curiosity we have all the time. You ever done something like you have like a box or something, and you don't know what's in it, but you want to open it and look in it, right? And you say, you get that feel, you say, no, I don't need to look at that. And then, sure enough, in most cases, you go back and you open the box because you want to see what's in it. That's our childlike curiosity. We didn't lose it. It's still there. Some of us have it buried under piles and piles of junk. But focus on that. Focus on the heart. Feel the divineness that you are. It's not coming from somewhere. It's you. the real you. Feel the love that you are. Embrace it. Open your heart wide open. Have it all flood in. I'll join you in a meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out through the mouth. Remain still, focused on the breath, rising and falling. Every one of us are like flawless diamonds, so radiant and perfect in every way. Your diamond-like self is divine, pure awareness that is forever shining within the very core of your being. Your essence is perfect. Yes, perpetually flawless. And every crack and crevice you think you see is just another doorway to God. There is not even space for one single flaw inside you anywhere. It is perpetually shining, always brilliant and turned on, never turned off. An eternal light of awareness. Let go of any thought that is covering up this brilliance and all the disbelief that says you are separate from it. Remember, you are this infinite nature. You are a spiritual being, living in this human form. You are not just an ego and all its complicated limiting beliefs, patterns that were imposed upon you. This brilliant radiance is truly, honestly, in reality, what you actually are. Ready to enjoy the light radiating from your perfect diamond-like self? Are you? Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night and the following morning. We will return here Friday, July 12, 2024, a little after 9:15 p.m. Eastern on our Reverse Aging Health Call and all the rest. And with the information I'm going to share on that call, you'll be glad you went to the call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's going on outside or inside. Open your heart and just let the magic flow in.